This failure not only affected the reputation and image of coach Roberto Martinez and his team, but also left deep psychological damage. This raises a big question: can Portugal overcome the psychological barrier to advance far in the tournament? The defeat against Georgia was like a bucket of cold water pouring straight into Selikai's belief in victory. Even though Portugal only fielded the B squad in this match, this loss still left negative impacts, especially psychologically. As many analysts have pointed out, in a major tournament like Euro, there is no loss that does not lead to harm. These losses are not easy to overcome, especially regarding psychological factors. Players like Antonio Silva and João Felix were heavily criticized for their poor performances. Antonio Silva made serious mistakes, being at fault for both goals lost against Georgia. Even though he received sympathy and support from his teammates, these mistakes still severely affected his spirit. João Felix, who was expected to prove his talent, did not show much and continued to face criticism about his performance and ability to adapt to the team. Against Georgia, coach Martinez implemented Plan B, including changing tactics, returning to 3-5-2 from 4-2-3-1, and using many reserve players. However, as a result, the Portuguese team suffered a disastrous defeat, not only in terms of tactics but also in terms of playing spirit. The match against Georgia exposed the fatal weaknesses of Plan B. They played awkwardly and ineffectively. The sudden change in tactics and the use of players who had not had much playing time together led to a disappointing performance. According to José Mourinho, Portugal has enough strength to play with the reserve squad and is still a candidate for the championship. However, the defeat against Georgia has put these optimistic comments into question. Martinez's Plan B wasn't just a failure, it turned into one for Portugal. The reserve players could not show their abilities, and the change in tactics caused great difficulties, reducing confidence within the team. To overcome this psychological barrier, Portugal needs to have a comprehensive change in both spirit and tactics. Mr. Roberto Martinez must regain the trust of the players and inspire confidence in them. This requires understanding and encouragement from your side, as well as solidarity and support from your teammates. One of the effective approaches is to focus on the team's strengths and exploit them to the maximum. Portugal will return to Plan A, using key players and familiar tactics that helped them win their first two matches. Regaining confidence will be the key for Portugal to progress further in the tournament. They need to see the match against Slovenia as an opportunity to reassert themselves, not just to win but to prove that they are still a contender for the title. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when we post the latest videos. Thank you and goodbye. Wish you always happy.